Okay, who here hasn't been to space? Why? You better not throw up on my ship.
Approaching jump in 3, 2, 1.
Again, this is what Khleo Thomas had to say on the at the Wakanda Forever premiere on the purple carpet. Again, for those that do not know, if you didn't hear, he played Zero in Holes. Yeah, that's one of the only things I
feel like he's still
remember.
kind of trying to look like me.
Oh no, he did play the little boy from Friday After Next that was on
He did.
Dude's Back.
He did some Disney Channel stuff, I believe, as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, but he again, not relevant. So let's let
This is
you
another
guys
person I
see
could be like, if they died, it wouldn't matter.
what he has to
I ain't
say.
seen this man in years though. Like,
A lot of people don't want him to be replaced or didn't want him to be replaced.
Right.
What are your thoughts about that? Should he have been replaced or should he just been honored as we know that he might be in this film?
My opinion on this was you don't recast T'Challa. The Black Panther mantle has been passed on from different person to different person in the comic books anyway. Let's stick with that. What T'Challa and what Chadwick meant to that character and to all of us, I would love, and it's unfortunate, no one can predict that, but I would love to still have him immortalized as that character.
Not Black Panther is not
that
a
is
jersey
immaculate
number.
meat, right, bro? Like, Immortalized is crazy.
They act like it's a
That's
jersey
like-
number that
that's
you have
like
to
if-
hang up in the rafters
It's
and
like if
nobody gets
Heath
to
Ledger
wear
would
it.
have passed and be like, ain't no nigga in Hollywood ever touching the Joker
Yeah.
again.
It's
Like,
insane.
Yeah,
That
like
is
you said, they
insane way to
treat it
look
like a
at it.
jersey number, like
Yeah.
That is a-
hiring somebody's like
Yeah, oh, no one can do that again.
And I'm not even sure it's just passed on from person to person. It's
It's
not.
not. It's always like a temporary
It's
thing.
not just passed on from person to person.
What are we
No.
talking about?
The man, like
As
the
far as
Black
the
Panther, the title of
ancestry,
Black
no.
Panther, like yeah, it's
No,
the family thing.
But see, this
essentially.
is my thing.
He got
I
it from
said
his
this
dad.
when I first saw this video a few days ago on Twitter. I said I obviously I'm behind. So I need, because Hollywood keeps having all the Hollywood actors when they're asked about recast outside. This is one of the first actors outside of the film that has commented on recast. And to my knowledge, I could be wrong because I don't pay attention that well like that.
No, we're on our phones. We ain't seen any other people like that really.
So this is the first, but they all seem to have the same programmed answer because there's no way. Is this the only person that was asked this question? Or did somebody else disagree and say they should have recast and here's why they should recast? They just didn't show that one because
This is the only one I've seen from anyone.
That's what I'm saying. So
if this
was I feel like this was so planned.
That's
This was
what
so
I'm gonna say,
put
like-
together. This was rehearsed. He stumbled over his words anyway. The Black Panther is a man.
It's a man.
Mantle. Is it? And if it is, he said it's a mantle in the comics and it needs to stay that way. Really?
Right.
What comics? I'm behind.
What
Yeah.
did that?
I trust me.
He
I've
wanted
read
Chadwick to be like
Immortalized.
that is
It's
crazy.
crazy
That is
to me,
crazy.
and that's what most people
can play it
against
again.
recast
like
sound
they are
like.
dead ass acting like
That's what most of them sound like, and it's
Chadwick
bizarre.
Boseman dead ass went and put 20 years Bill Russell 11 rings.
I'm
that
telling
bitch.
you,
like they
I'm telling you.
like all due respect to like
And that's
he
no
did
disrespect.
his screen time was just as much as all the other black characters we broke down.
That was an hour and 14
and
minutes.
so to say that like I said, all due respect Chadwick because he amazing
we all know, everybody
everything
knows
in that
how
role.
we feel about
and so it's like
Chadwick,
who's
unless you're new here,
Who's to say that we couldn't put someone else and do better in that role of the Black Panther
Right.
T'Challa?
Bro,
It's
we
like
said that
Chadwick
shit.
did not get that much
crazy.
screen time as T'Challa.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like-
We don't get to have the discussion of Chadwick did this, but John David Washington or Damson Idris or whoever you want to put in the role
Exactly.
did this as T'Challa. Like we can't have that. We can tell you Jared Leto's a shit Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the same conversation, we can say, but Joaquin Phoenix, but Heath Ledger, but Barry Keoghan.
Yeah.
Do I need to go on? But Mark Hamill. But we can't.
The
we
way
can't
the
have
way
those
the way
conversations.
the
You can do
DC's
it with
looking right
Spider-Man, you
now,
can
there's
do it with
gonna be
Batman.
another one. There's gonna be another Joker. The way
Right.
if they're
Yep.
bringing Superman
Yep.
back, if they go back to try to get Ben Affleck, they're gonna go back and try to get a Joker. They're gonna have to if they want all
Right.
this shit to work. So
Right.
it's like. It's
Yeah,
just,
so it's
I mean,
just like-
it's like an endless cycle of every time we come in here and talk about this. It's
Yeah.
always the same things,
It's the
just
same things.
reformatted
It's the
in
same
different
dumb-
words. But it's
yeah.
like, wish that everyone like who
Because
is on that side of it would just like
this is such just a bullshit.
It's not that hard
Just
though.
apply it to
like,
every other franchise.
This like every comic we have was no more than $5. Like if you want to know so much of how much go buy the comic and see how much more you're gonna see T'Challa as the Black Panther than anyone else, even than his sister.
Right, and like I said, these
like 95% of the time
of
you're gonna be reading the book about T'Challa.
These type of interviews are terrible. This is just so, again, rehearsed. I don't believe Khleo has read any Black. I know he hasn't. If he believes that if it's passed on as a mantle, as I've said so many times, the only way you ever learn about any other Black Panthers outside of Shuri's 12 issues, other than T'Challa, is when it's to further the story and development of the character, the franchise's main character, T'Challa.
Yeah.
No other Black Panthers have their own issues. They don't take you on their own fucking journeys and stories. No, that doesn't happen.
They don't
if you're reading
represent what he represents
if you hear a celebrity get on the red carpet, blue carpet, whatever fucking carpet, and say some bullshit like that, that's how you know this was told to him before, so that he could get out here on the purple carpet, say what he needed to say. They could push this shit out before the film comes out next week, just like they've been pushing that NBA Wakanda Forever commercial. They've been pushing the Target commercial with Riri. They've been pushing, and I know it's advertisement to get people to go to the film. But I'm saying, anytime that it comes up with recast, or not just recast, when T'Challa's name is put in it, it's this type of shit that we see.
Yeah.
It's people saying, well, no, Chadwick this, or it's the pre-calculated shit they're wanting. It's their agenda. The same thing Nate Moore said there is not of.
They're
It's their agenda.
preemptively silencing it as the film is coming out. They felt
Crazy.
this, from people like us. They're feeling it, and they're shutting it down. They're that like anybody, what was this, Hollywood Unlocked? Any outlet that came
Never
in,
heard of them.
You know that they were told, like, you're not going to ask certain questions. If you do ask, you can ask these people these questions because they already know what they're supposed to say.
Exactly.
He
stumbled over. Yeah. Like I said, I ain't seen the brother since digging up them holes.
Right.
That little boogie to the. I ain't seen him since then. So he can stay there.
No, he's back
he
there
can stay
jumping
there
on backs and biting.
Yeah. So
still in shoes.
Man.
Yeah, I see he had, his, that's what I got to say about Khleo. And really about any of these celebrities that are coming out that have zero knowledge about the lore. That's what we're saying. It's not saying, be damn Chadwick. Because something we are going to talk about on Sunday is the 2020 special that they're doing on Chadwick and Wakanda Forever. That's like, Simone, they posted a clip of it, and we're going to talk about that on Sunday too. They posted a clip of it with Whoopi Goldberg. She's doing she's interviewing Simone, which is Miss Boseman. She is Chadwick's widowed wife, and so the things that we saw just in that 2-minute clip that they showed has been way more honorable to Chadwick Boseman than I've seen what Marvel's been putting out these past few months for honoring Chadwick. That like we've said, if you want to, that's how you honor him. Do a special. That's how you honor him. But again, as we've said, the morbid funeral, that's not honoring him.
Yeah, exactly. They're not honoring him. They just keep on reminding us that he's dead, and they say that that's them honoring him. He's dead, guys. So there's no more T'Challa, and it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It's like I said, it's wild. So any of these celebrities that have these comments, it's just weird to me. Like if you don't know it, don't comment on it.
Right.
Don't comment on it.
I'm just sitting here, and there's just so many more ways to support like the Boseman family, or even like honor them than what they've done. It's just like me sitting here thinking of it. I know they could have, as the business and corporation they are. I know they could have done it. So it's like, I don't know. It's just crazy that we always are just hit with stuff that's so underwhelming. It's like,
yeah. Well, who's not getting honored? T'Challa.
Yeah, no.
And Chadwick was a great man who played a lot of great roles, specifically Black hero roles. if you ask Chadwick, obviously he's important, but I know because he was a humble guy, especially.
Right.
If you asked him if he was more important, or if Jackie Robinson was more important, or if T'Challa, what he represents, is more important, if you asked him those things, so we 100% should honor Chadwick. But this is one of the characters that was created in 1965 during racial tensions, intentionally called the Black Panther. Was very strategically done, was shown in a place of excellence. We always talk about this. Untouched by Europe, all that kind of stuff. Not broken Africa, but a united, strong, advanced Africa, a leader of the world, Africa.
Right.
That's what's not getting honored.
Right.
We can honor him, but why are we not honoring T'Challa?
Right.
Which is the only reason that it was a phenomenon is because of what that represented. Chadwick Boseman brought what he brought to it, but someone else could also carry on that baton.
Right.
Very true.
Very true.
I mean, we say, I mean, these are things we say weekly, it seems like, because somebody is always
opening their mouth and letting
letting spew out
their lack of knowledge that is, again, on T'Challa, on the Black Panther franchise, and on this movement as a whole. There's just, again, as long as this movement's been going on, there's still so much ignorance that surrounds this conversation. Everyone still believes that the movement saying, you know, Chadwick be damned, Shuri be damned, Marvel's racist, this or this, and it's none of those things. That's what you're looking at it at face value. Right. When you come in, as I always say, into spaces that you have zero clue of what the fuck's going on, and then you comment.